led the OJLL in minutes played last year. Well on his way to doing that again. Only player close to him is Callum Lever-Pereira, who is in net for the Blaze in their black uniforms with red numbers and helmets. Dante Bowen brings a face-off down over on the earned. From a late school assignment in the States, here's Acton cutting through, scores! Eric Acton has had his fair share of big games. It's either him, Nolan Byrne. As we said, Ty Scott has been in the mix, and they get started off early, do the Excelsiors. Working it down the far side. This is late in the shot clock. And Acton just takes it to the net. Callum Witter, there's a chopping match here on the near side between McMillan and Scott. Nolan Marshall has the ball now through Horseman. De Silva, Byrne in the corner, has it. 5 left on the shot clock. There's the screen and the bounce shot, goal. The chemistry that Nolan Byrne has found, whether it's De Silva or Scott, here on the near side. Watch De Silva come and throw this screen. Speaking of unsung players, Chris De Silva does a lot to the Orangeville Northmen, as if they needed help scoring. A very potent offense there. Will Sheehan, who scored in his first game with the Whitby Warriors last night. Dancing around on the crease, couple tiptoes for Cody Innes, and his hot streak continues. Watch him take it from the corner. Just beats his man, Connor Blond. Also got past Horseman. And now they'll give it to McLeod. And get the full offensive complement out there. Here's Marinier. Past the screen on the run, scores. We're all tied up as Captain Alex Marinier has done this a number of times in his career. Big screen from English, works around to the bouncer. Here in the period, goals 2 minutes apart here, it looks like. And quick succession continues. Ted Rawson trailing off the face-off. He'll score in the lead now to Burlington. Rawson off the bench. Also joining the play, Gavin Tebow. Late arrival is Innes. You got Burlington on the board. Quick shot, Marinier does it again. So after back-to-back goals in 7 seconds, this run now taking 3 minutes and 4 seconds to score. Bouncer that gets into the plastic-headed stick of O'Toole. Witter off the bench. Jenke stopped in time, cuts back, scores! Jacob Jenke shorthanded after Callum Witter showed off his transition chops. And how about the outlet pass from Connor O'Toole? One of only a few players in the OJLL just before the shot there, and actually followed an Acton one that went off the post. Bounced right back out. Here's Marinier. He'll go to the outside, cutting in. Matching shoes for Cody Innes, and somehow the ball finds its way in. Missed it, was admiring the footwork of Innes and Marinier. Picked up. Again, to go back to point from Jonathan Donville earlier this season when that free arm comes off. As Horseman's sidearm gets past everyone. And just like that, Brampton back within one. Horseman has shown off this shot all season long. Game now. First power play goal for either side. McLeod off the bench. Look at the ball movement and passing there to set up McLeod. Six goals from 5 different scorers now on the other side. And I think a lot of other players would have shot that. Up on miscues from a pair of guys who don't normally miscue. Ty Scott here to burn. The two-man game works to perfection again. Last time we were here, I asked Brampton about Ty Scott. They said it had been about 6 years since he had played box lacrosse. Looks like he's figured this game out. Got range out for Scott, but they were waiting to see how the play developed to see if it was a defender or not. McLeod off the bench. Oh, what a seeing eye shot. Through everything, including O'Toole. And Will McLeod now up to 5 points on the night with his second goal. Sort of lulled everyone in a false sense of security. And that one's just over the right pad. Adamson across center. He'll give to De Silva. Chris De Silva a long way from his usual spot on the left side. Finds Acton, who cuts through everybody and bounces it in and scores. It'll be another close one, but it's a one-goal game. Look at the number of steps it takes for Acton, and I mean, if that goes straight in, it's obvious, but they count it anyway. Josh Hill saying, yes, that's a penalty. And he is 100% correct. He was the trail official on the play. And it's a goal back the other way. First power play marker of the night for Burlington. Takes all of 11 seconds. Restoring that 2-goal lead up to 8-6 now is Sawyer English. First point for number 15, and that ball, Witter back the other way, 4-on-1, now 4-on-2. Witter, the shooter, got caught up in McLeod, who carried it back in, and they're gonna say he put his hand on it and give a penalty shot to Brampton. How about this for a big call in this game? Handball in the crease is gonna be the call. McLeod coming in. That is a great call from Josh Hiltz. Went to the whistle immediately. And Nolan Byrne, with a hat trick on the line, is going to be the shooter. Comes across from the left. Out to the middle. Number of fakes, he scores. So Byrne completes the hat trick and makes it a one-goal game yet again. Here's another look at the penalty shot, which we've seen a couple of those in the last couple games. Most of them, the Burlington now, Ted Rawson. Back for Chuck. Now through Marinier, back to Innes. Cody Innes will flip it to Marinier on his way to the crease. He scores. And that's a hat trick now for Alex Marinier. 4-point night for Innes. As we're going to go back and forth here in the third period. Buckle up, folks. Marinier shed his man, gets that through O'Toole. Frazier for Rawson out there with McLeod. And Tebow all alone, backdoor English. Well, there's a miscue somewhere, that's for sure. As we heard the Brampton bench screaming. And not even in the picture is English. As he's 4-5, maybe more. Even if it does take Trent Robertson off the floor, I think you're okay with that. Acton. Out of the corner, Marshall can't open enough space. It's down into the corner. Nolan Byrne reaches in front of Lever Pereira and puts it in. Nolan Byrne's big game continues. Fourth goal, including the one on the penalty shot. And they've all been a different type. That one, another one that bounces off the turf. And reminder to visit OntarioJuniorLacrosse.com or download the OJLL app for all your stats. Belmonte straight into his man and a couple extra for Lucas Frazier as the shot comes the other way. And Burlington have their lead back. Doesn't look like much of a play as Burlington keeps it to the outside and then way too out of the blaze here in this game. Brampton do have a penalty shot goal, by the way. Byrne to De Silva. Horseman wants it behind the net, but De Silva can't get it there. Now Byrne. Back all the way up top. De Silva. A swim move and a twist shot and a goal. Not something that De Silva does often. But when he does, usually at a big spot. It'll be another point for Byrne. The empty net denied. Minute and a half to go. Acton. They want them to hurry things up. It's Byrne. Down to the corner to Silva. All the way back up top. Horseman rips and scores. One goal game here in Brampton, and of course, it's Bowie Horseman from the outside. After the empty net miss. We've been talking about same cast of characters that have been out there most of this period as Byrne takes the shot, rebound, pops out in front, and shot down floor. It's going to bounce over the net. Horseman, the first one back, gets run over. Bench wanting the interference call. Blaze will pick up the loose ball. Twist shot. There was a whistle. And timeout called by Burlington with 4.6 to go. Brampton bench wanted the interference call and didn't get it. And they are hot right there. Basically not going to matter. And they're going to get their money's worth throughout this. Put it in the stick of Gavin Tebow. Lost it momentarily, but there's no time left. And there won't be a shot. 11-10 will be your final for the Burlington Blaze. Picked up 2 wins already earlier this week, and all of a sudden they found themselves back in the standings. Meanwhile, for Brampton, the first time they lose here on the OJLL Game of the Week, and it comes at an inopportune time for them.